The NHL may be on the Olympic break, but that didn't stop teams from shaking things up in the trades. The dancing goes with the music I have playing right now. The music you can't hear that I have upbeat pop music blasting. Yeah, it's that dance works for it actually, and you can't even hear it. That's hilarious. What's going on, everyone? Welcome to the Weekend Whistle. I'm Chris. That's Maul. We are officially taking a pause in the NHL action for the Olympic break, but that has not stopped some big names from moving prior to this happening. Real quick,
and holy shit.
I was gonna say, you and I did watch opening ceremonies together. I don't know if you've had a chance yet to watch really any Olympic action yet.
I watched a little bit of Team America kick the shit out of Canada and curling with that shot that literally knocked all three of the boulders off the target.
Well, that's about the only game that the U.S. has won, so.
Well, right. And then a little bit about like the drama with the ski suits and stuff like that, but all of the hockey drama and stuff that's going on in the Olympics, sorry, all the Olympic drama is what I mean.
There you go.
We're going to talk about on Pucked Up. So you guys have to watch that episode this week because that is going to be filled with all of the ups and downs and everything in between that happen in the Olympics.
Yes,
so far.
In fact. I mean, do we want to start off with the one piece of Olympic information you wanted to talk about? There is that one little thing that I guess we should start off to talk about.
This is kind of pre-Olympics, so I'm kind of not counting it as Olympic shit. But U.S. figure skater Ilya Malinin was gifted a pair of yellow hockey laces by Alex Ovechkin and is wearing them while competing. Well, when his outfit matches the laces, because one of the
competitions his outfit, I think what he's been using in his routines is all black anyway. So no, the yellow just ties in.
Well, what he just competed in was like a gray beige kind of like.
The yellow would work with that.
Well, it was kind of his skates were like a brown leather, kind of like cowhide.
Okay.
So there was no laces on the skates. They're actually kind of interesting to look at. But definitely in practice and warm-ups, he's been wearing the laces exclusively. Now, Malinin is a native of Fairfax, Virginia, near where Alex Ovechkin has spent his entire NHL career for the Washington Capitals. And Ovechkin's famous for sporting he's the only player in the NHL that has different color laces, and he's always.
Yeah, I don't think anyone else uses a different color. I think it's just Ovi.
I think he's the only one that's allowed to, because I'm pretty sure that it's an NHL rule where your uniform has to match, and that includes, bless you, your laces. But for him, that's his good luck charm. His charm. He's been doing that long since before he was in the NHL.
Your New England is showing.
Why?
That's his good luck charm.
It's his good luck charm. That's what it is. Now, Ilya told NBC4 Washington, honestly, I'm in disbelief. It's a gift from him, and he supported me and wished me good luck in the Olympics. It's just really nice to have someone of that statue be supportive of me coming from the DC, Virginia area. It's such an honor, and I'm so grateful for his support. Now, Ilya is of Russian descent, and that is where him and Alex Ovechkin kind of have built a connection.
Right.
But because he is U.S. born, he's competing for the United States team. Now, 21-year-old Malinin is known as the Quad God, earning the nickname because he became the first skater ever to successfully land a quadruple axel in competition.
That's crazy.
He is also a two-time world championship and seen by many as a favorite to take home gold in the 2026 Winter Olympics. This kid is freaking fantastic. I'm not huge into like figure skating. Like, I appreciate what they do. To me, it's just kind of like watching gymnastics in the Summer Olympics. I don't understand the sport enough to fully appreciate it, to be like, wow, that's really cool. Like, holy crap. Like, it's just not something that I really enjoy. But watching his performance was breathtaking, especially when he landed a freaking backflip
Yeah, yeah. It's funny
on
because
skates.
two events that I do love are both gymnastics and I do like figure skating. But again, the big thing I think with figure skating, especially in the hockey community, hockey fans respect figure skating because like the understanding of ice skating in itself and how difficult it is just on the hockey level, and then you look at what they do for figure skating, it's unbelievable how talented you have to be to do that. Like, not anyone can just do figure skating at that level because it's so fucking difficult.
And if you think it's easy or looks simple, go put on ice skates and go to your local pond.
Yeah,
They're all the
go
whole
try
United
it.
States is frozen right now, so you have no excuse.
Yeah, go try it because I guarantee you're going to look like an asshole.
Like, I've been skating my whole life, not all the time, but like on and off here and there, right? And I've recently got back into it a little bit more, and I still have trouble skating backwards because that is a really
Oh yeah,
hard thing to do. And not
that
even
took me
just skating
forever to
backwards,
master too.
dude, going forward and doing crossovers with your skates. You know how many times I trip?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Good luck.
No, for real. Show some respect to the figure skaters because they fucking earned it.
But yeah,
I
so this was a gift before the Olympics, so we thought it was appropriate to talk about, even though it's about the Olympics. But it's just really cool that it's something that's so small, like that, of a gesture that really means a lot. Because like Alex Ovechkin is literally like a superstar, and Ilya Malinin is getting there, and he's definitely carving his name in ice sports.
and it's only 21.
But to be recognized by someone of Ovechkin's status, like that right there is like,
That's big.
and it's
That's huge.
well, and it's like appreciation for the sport and for what he does, but also like, hey, as a Russian to a Russian descent, like, good job, good luck. That's cool.
What an amazing gift for Ilya Malinin. Ovechkin being exactly who we know Alex Ovechkin to be. Someone who didn't exactly get much of a gift is one Nick Bukestad, who on Wednesday was traded to the New Jersey Devils from the St. Louis Blues for a conditional fourth round pick and minor leaguer Thomas Bordelot. Um, dude, I mean, the Devils aren't good right now.
No, that would be a horrible place to go to. But what are you gonna do?
Um,
Nothing. You're
I
stuck.
mean, it's here's the thing though. I guess if you're Bukestad, this is a better move for him in the sense of the Blues are more dog shit. And it's by a almost 10 points. Like it's not good. Um, but I mean, I know Bordelot was acquired by the Devils earlier this season, I believe from San Jose. So bro got traded twice in one season. And now you got to go sit in the minor leagues for the fucking St. Louis Blues, and they're a dumpster fire this season. I mean, I think maybe this could help the Devils kind of claw their way back a little bit. Bukestad's a solid forward. Uh, he's also really, but he hasn't played this year like a lot.
No, he only
Like
has
he's only
7
played.
points. I
Yeah,
would say
he's
he only
also
has
only played 36
7 points.
games.
Right. That's not a lot since we're 55 games in the season.
Um,
Learn some
I
shit.
mean, this could be exactly what he needs, though, if you think about it. Like, this could be a total change of pace. A change of scenery helps a lot of players. I mean, look
Mhm.
at Stuart Skinner. Skinner's had an
Absolutely.
unbelievable upgrade to his abilities when Edmonton traded him to Pittsburgh, and in net, he's a totally different goalie. So
Absolutely.
maybe this is what Bukestad could need.
Fingers crossed, I guess. But I mean, good luck. I mean, you're gonna come. But you know what? He's gonna have a couple weeks to get into the rhythm with his new team and stuff like that. So hopefully he comes back from the break stronger than ever.
Speaking of new faces and new places, we actually have our first big name off the board. that a lot of people talked about were going to be moved by the trade deadline. Artemi Panarin,
Yep.
formerly of the New York Rangers, has been traded to the LA Kings also on Wednesday in exchange for prospect Liam Greentree and a conditional third round pick in the 2026 and a conditional fourth round pick in 2028. He, in addition, signed a 2-year extension with an average annual value of $11 million.
Damn.
Panarin has 57 points this season.
See, that's doing a little bit better.
That's top scorer for that team.
And here's the caveat too. The Rangers are retaining 50% of Panarin's salary, which puts him at a 5.8 million cap hit on the Kings' books just for the season.
Correct. And I mean, the Kings are right now in a wild card hunt. They're 3 points out behind Anaheim. It's at this is right now do or die for LA. What upsets me most, I think, is as a Ducks fan, knowing that Anaheim was the favorite for Panarin. That's where he wanted to go. But GM Pat Verbeek did not want to pay him $11 million, which is what he was asking for. So, in my opinion, he should be fucking fired, and we need to bring someone in that's willing to help the team get better. But that's my biased opinion. My unbiased opinion here: this is an excellent move for the LA Kings. It's very clear to me, and I think it's clear to everyone that the Rangers are selling everything. Because they fucking suck. They are terrible. They are the worst team in the Eastern Conference. By it's not even close. They have they have 50 points. The next closest team is 8 points away. I mean, this is perfect. You gain yourself a top line forward. Someone, it's fucking Artemi Panarin. Like, this guy scores, and he does a lot of that. You put him in that top line, or at least that top 6, and that's going to help LA huge. A little surprised that they
horrible right now either. So
they're only 3 points out of a wild card. There's a they have the shot this year. You know, it's not like it's over for them, but at the same time, this is what I call a bit of a fleecing, because if I'm the Rangers, I'm trying to get a little more than a third round pick. A third and a fourth. I got a fourth that doesn't apply to me for 2 years, and a third round, like a conditional third round pick.
Well,
this is a terrible trade if I'm New York.
Oh yeah, and they're retaining 50% of his salary, which hits their cap.
Oh yeah, so you're paying a guy. That's how much they suck. They're paying him to not even play for them. It's a wild trade. I mean, Liam Greentree, I'm going to be honest, I don't know much about him.
Well, here's the interesting thing too, right? Is Panarin is considered one of the Rangers' greatest free agent signings of all time.
Oh God,
as he wraps up his 7th year of an $81.5 million contract that he signed in 2019. Now, he has been the Rangers' leading scorer in 5 of the past 6 seasons. Now, the Rangers didn't have leverage, though, when they were trading him.
No,
they really didn't. So they threw away their greatest fucking player for what? I would have gone for at least a first or second round pick,
A first round pick is always tough. It's always tough to give that up because you're going to be asking for a lot in return. But you think about this season so far with the Windsor Spitfires of the OHL and the Canadian Hockey League. Liam Greentree has 48 points in 36 games. That's great output for a 20-year-old kid. An Oshawa, Ontario native. That's great output. That's a lot of upside. If I'm the Rangers, I'm putting myself in position to have a kid who's going to put out a lot of offense, which they need desperately. Let's be real with ourselves here.
The thing that I also want to talk about is I find it interesting that this deal happened right before the Olympic roster freeze happened.
Yeah.
right before the freeze happened, they signed this deal.
I'm what, the extension or the actual trade itself?
The trade.
Oh, yeah, yeah, I mean,
I mean, this
and
is a
I had
huge
said it
move.
last week on the episode. I've been saying it the last couple weeks was because they've been keeping him out.
Yeah.
He hasn't really played much. It's like, well, yeah, you want to keep him out because if you're going to trade him and he gets hurt, then he's not worth anything to you.
Right. Well, and it
So,
just sucks because like he's a really good player, and because of the ban on Russia by the IIHF, he wasn't going to the Olympics.
yeah,
You know, which again, I will say this 1,000 times: it's not fair to the athletes.
yeah. That's
I
a whole
po-
conversation for another day
polit- right.
on whether or not
Politics should be
Russia
kept out
should
of
be.
world sports. So
Yeah,
period. I kind of just
yeah.
period.
Because
I
like,
I think
imagine
I
that
think
Russian
things like
team if
the
they competed.
right. I honestly
Holy
I think things
shit!
like the Olympics help bring the world together in a
Yeah,
positive way.
they're supposed to. They're supposed
Right.
to. Yeah, that was it. And but that's a conversation for another
Right.
episode. Um,
So, but as
but
a reminder, the Olympic roster freeze is taking place all the way until February 22nd.
mhm,
And then once February 22nd hits, we have until March 6th for the official trade deadline. So we
yes.
are going to see wild, crazy last minute trades happen in that 2-week period. I guarantee it.
Oh yeah, I see big names moving. This is not the last move I see happening for the Rangers. If I'm being honest.
And I'll be honest, I've
Um,
heard and seen so much in the Toronto forums because that's where I hang out. Um, they're gonna sell off everything to try to figure out how to salvage this year.
oh yeah,
So how
I'm
many
gonna
of
be
the other
honest.
bottom tier teams are gonna do that too?
I uh I wouldn't put it past um I wouldn't put it past the Rangers by March 6th to also offload Mika Zibanejad.
They're wasting his potential in his career.
They suck.
Put him to
They
somewhere
are
that will
terrible.
use him.
And Mika's 32. He's our age. He's
Yeah.
in
Well,
he's
your age.
he's
I'm
still got
coming
a
up with.
lot left.
Yeah, exactly. Especially if
And
he's
he's
gonna
got
be like freaking Crosby and go until he's 100.
he's got 52 points this season.
That's not bad.
No, that's second leading his team now because
Right.
because fucking Panarin's gone. Panarin had
God.
5 more points.
Can you imagine? It's like, oh, congratulations, you're the number one lead scorer on the team now because we got rid of the first place.
Yeah, because we traded the other guy. Congrats. Good luck. I don't. Yeah,
Oh.
I could see Zibanejad getting offloaded. Um, but I'm just like, I was gonna say when it comes to like the sign or the trade and sign, he wanted an extension. He was a UFA at the end of the year. He wanted to go somewhere where he was going to get traded to, and he was going to be able to re-sign. I'm
Yeah.
again as a Ducks fan, I'm mad because our GM refused to give him what he asked for. And imagine what that team would look like now with how good we are currently.
Well, and that's the crazy thing is that could have been what you guys needed to put you back on track.
We'll never know because Pat Verbeek sucks as the general manager. I
So,
don't care if he's a former Duck. Fuck that guy.
piece of shit. But let us know what you guys think of the comments down below on this trade and all the trades that we've talked about so far, because it's been a lot of wild and crazy stuff, and there's still guaranteed more to come.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you know what I just thought that we should have talked about, or that we should talk about that we didn't?
What,
That freaking game between Florida and Tampa Bay.
bro?
Dude, holy shit. The fact that it took the ref a minute to call out every freaking penalty they got, both teams, during that skirmish. And this is the crazy thing. This isn't the first time these two teams have fought like this, because if you guys remember, they did it in the preseason too.
Yeah,
The
the battle
the
for Florida is
tension,
very alive.
the tension between the Florida Panthers and the Tampa Bay Lightning is unbelievable in
Oh yeah,
interstate or province rivalries. It
yeah.
is freaking ridiculous. If you guys haven't watched that game, doesn't matter who wins, go back and watch the game. It was wild and crazy. Those poor refs, They could have had 3 or 4 more refs on the ice helping them, and still wouldn't have been
Do
enough.
Here's my question to you. This is the second incident between or for the Florida Panthers just this week alone. This past week
Yeah.
alone. Let's not forget the egregiously intentional elbow to the mouth of Charlie McAvoy and the Boston Bruins.
Dude,
Um,
like, you cannot argue that that wasn't intentionally done with the purpose to destroy that man's jaw,
oh
which
yeah,
literally just got built.
yeah, because he just took a fucking puck to the face.
At
Um,
87 miles an hour, it shattered his jaw, and he took it. Dude, I couldn't imagine. I would be so scared. Like, I mean, now here's the crazy thing though. McAvoy's been on the ice with the undershield.
oh, he's going full shield now.
He's gonna have to. They're gonna have
Yeah,
that man is gonna be one of the only NHL players with a cage.
he's gonna.
He's gonna
Yeah,
look like
at this point,
he's gonna look like a
don't take the
fucking
risk.
goalie skating around.
Yeah, don't take the risk at this point. If you can if
No.
you can legally use it, use it. Because you've
Yes.
broken your jaw twice. Yeah,
Yes. Give
I
that
here's
fucking dude. Oh my god. Florida
here's
needs to
my
calm
thing.
down.
There's a lot of animosity here. You have now had problems with two teams that just played in the Stadium Series. And it's like, here's my thing though. As Florida, are you just butthurt because you're very much so out of the playoffs right now? So you're going to go after two teams that are playoff teams right now? Like, are you just fucking mad?
Could
What's your
be.
problem? Get
Right.
like, get over it. You suck. Either get the fuck over it, figure it out, or just tank. Like,
Yeah.
do one or the other, but stop hurting players because
For
that's
no reason.
unacceptable.
Right. And now McAvoy did call out the NHL in a very public post, which has blown up, and he has 100% of the support of the community. I don't think that I've seen anyone go against what he said. And he essentially has said, like, a 2-minute minor, that's all he got, really? Look at my friggin' face. And dude, his face is massive right now because of how
His
bad the swelling
his jaw is
is.
huge, yeah.
I mean, it already got messed up because of it getting reconstructed, but like that hit, like, dude, like Florida needs to calm down.
Do better. Do better.
I think that
Essentially.
knowing those two teams are hyper aggressive, the refs need to be better about calling everything and anything.
Oh yeah.
Like the stupidest thing, call it.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is the only way that they're gonna get these teams under control is by dialing it in. It's stupid and over calling every freaking penalty they can.
Yeah. Yep. No, you're right. You're right.
And the other thing that they need to do is they need to dial in the Tchucks, because those two brothers instigate and start everything.
Oh yeah. And now that Matthew's
When you
healthy,
when you have the
Florida
when you have the
just gonna
big blowout with Ottawa and anyone they fight with,
it's Brady. Usually Brady
Brady.
starts it.
And in Florida, guess who started the fight with Toronto with Tampa?
Matthew.
Matthew.
Yeah. No, they need to the NHL needs to like I get people
They
love the excitement, but it's now it's becoming dangerous and players are getting hurt. So
I wonder if the two of them, because of how violent they like to be in hockey, I wonder how it's going to affect them at the Olympics, where you cannot fight,
yep.
especially when they go head to head against Canada again, because they're going to
Mm.
be pissed and have a chip on their shoulder since Canada walked away with the Four Nations trophy last year after getting destroyed by the United States in the first round. It's going to
I
be
guess only
interesting
time
to
will
follow
tell
this.
at this point. Yeah,
Oh, absolutely. Which I can't
I
wait.
don't know.
It's going
Oh
to be
yeah.
a great game.
No, it's gonna be great. Switching gears now, for our final standings read before the Olympic break, where the next couple weeks will essentially just be focusing on the Olympics. Maul, would you like to take the Eastern Conference as always?
Absolutely. And to no surprise, there's been very little movement. In the Atlantic Division, we still have the Tampa Bay Lightning currently destroying with 78 points over the Montreal Canadiens and the Detroit Red Wings both tied at 72 points. And I didn't fuck it up again. I'm getting better at this.
Look at you, 2
Notably,
weeks in a row.
yeah, I know, right? Notably, I do want to see the Detroit Red Wings are the only team guaranteed in the playoff spots for the Eastern Conference that are negative on a goal differential. Every other team has a positive goal differential. They're the only ones
Yeah,
that got there by the grace of God, I guess. I don't know how else they've done it.
something. Fuck.
Over in the Metropolitan Division, we have the Carolina Hurricanes leading the way at 78 points. No surprise there. Followed by the Pittsburgh Penguins at 70 and the New York Islanders at 69
The
points.
new look
In the
Islanders
wild,
at this point.
dude, right? In the wild card spot, we have the Buffalo Sabres at 70 points, so it's a close to a playoff spot there, and the Boston Bruins at 69. Now, here's where it gets interesting because the runners up to the wild card spot are the closest team is 4 points behind. And that is the Columbus Blue Jackets and the Washington Capitals, both tied at 65 points to get into a wild card spot. 4 points. That's massive.
Yeah.
And notably, like we were talking about earlier on the podcast, you have the New York Rangers, the bottom of the barrel team, at a goal differential of -29, tied with the New Jersey Devils, who also are at a -29 goal differential, but they're 8 points above them. The New York Rangers are currently leading the Atlantic Division in a 4-game lose streak.
That sounds about right.
And the Columbus Blue Jackets, special shout out to them. They are on a 7-game win streak.
Columbus has got a solid team this year.
That helped jump them high.
Oh yeah.
And then
No, they've
Tampa Bay Lightning's on a 5-game win streak, but they've been. I mean, Tampa Bay Lightning is essentially the Atlantic Division, or the Eastern Conference version of the Avs
Oh
at this
yeah.
point.
And I mean, I feel like the Eastern Conference is pretty set. Like we know who's gonna be where. I
mean,
think this is pretty much your playoffs for them.
There's still a little bit that can happen in the wild cards because a lot of them are very close to each other. I mean, like Washington and Columbus have such a good chance, especially with Columbus being on a 7-game win streak. They
Yeah.
have an opportunity to come back. Now, I'm still going to be hopeful, but you also have to look at the Leafs. The Leafs are on a 3-game win streak. So
The Leafs and the Senators, like down to the Leafs in the standings, I think if we're looking realistic, that is your realistic like those are your realistic 4 teams that have the chance. Obviously if the Leafs or the Sens go on like a fucking 2-3 game losing streak and the Caps and everyone start winning, then I'm going to look at this and be like they're done. But I would say past Toronto, this is it. This is your teams that have a chance. But right now, like the Sabres are 6-3-1 in their last 10. The Bruins are 6-1-3 in their last 10. I mean, they're still scoring points. I mean, right now it feels pretty locked up.
I mean, you might get something from the Flyers, Panthers if they smarten up, but I don't think so.
I'm going to say it's unlikely.
I mean, because the thing you look at is most of the teams that are in the wild card spot right now for the Eastern Conference are all about 57 games played out of an 82
game. 82.
So there's realistically what 26 more games. 25 more games.
Yeah.
So that's 50 points up for grab.
Yeah, realistically 50 points.
So you're playing with, I mean, like if you look at a team like Toronto at 63 points, I mean, to get into an Atlantic spot, there's 72 points. So they already need to make up essentially 10 points right there.
Yeah.
Of that 50.
These teams have to just start playing better. Like if you want to show us that you give a shit, essentially. Like show us you care about making the playoffs. This is do or die. We're in the dog days of the season. If you want to get in, it's now or never. It's now or never.
Belong. Absolutely.
Yeah. Moving on to the Western Conference, the Central Division is still topped by the number 1 team in the NHL, the Colorado Avalanche, who are continuing their January woes into February with 83 points, but they are on a 4-5-1 in their last 10. coming up pretty close, getting way closer than they were at the beginning of the season. In second place, the Minnesota Wild with 78 points. They're in a 5-game winning streak right now. I would hate to be Colorado right now if I was looking. I'd be like, dude, Minnesota's got a legit shot to take the lead in the division.
Not just Colorado. Guess who's on their tail?
Yeah. By 1 point with 77 points in third is the Dallas Stars.
Who are on a 6-game win streak.
Yeah. The Central Division is continuously showing the toughness that it takes to be the top there. The Pacific Division, however, continues to be the disappointment. The Vegas Golden Knights lead with 68 points. Right behind them in second with 64 points is the Edmonton Oilers, and one off in third is the Seattle Kraken with 63 points. Moving over to the wild card, the Utah Mammoth have 64 points in number 1 spot. Number 2 spot is currently held by the Anaheim Ducks with 63 points, who are 8-2 in their last 10, which is really nice to see that they finally figured out that turnaround from how abysmal December was for that team. They're winning without their biggest stars. Leo Carlsson's not in the lineup. Troy Terry's not in the lineup right now. They're doing it without their big stars. Real close. We've got not the Vegas Golden Knights, the LA Kings in that first out spot with 60 points, and right behind them is the Nashville Predators, which again is a far cry better from last season.
Absolutely, it is. I mean, bottom of the barrel to almost the top of the barrel.
I think the list is a lot shorter in the Western Conference for the wild card. Realistically, you get down right behind Nashville's the San Jose Sharks with 58 points. I think that's it. The Blackhawks show me nothing. The Winnipeg Jets have also shown me nothing. The Calgary Flames are happy to have their names spoken about. St. Louis Blues are awful, and by far, I have a joke that I can't even make right now about the Vancouver Canucks. But
you don't have to make a joke because the joke's in the scoreboard. Negative 61 differential.
It is terrible. They are 18, 33, and 6.
They are the only team that hasn't won more than 20 games.
Isn't that crazy? They're terrible.
Every team above them has at least 20 games won. Their point percent is 0.368.
Yeah, it's not great. It's not great right now. All things are terrible in British Columbia when it comes to hockey. I mean, this Pacific Division is definitely still up for grabs. I mean, all Anaheim has to do is really keep winning and hope that Seattle and Edmonton, Edmonton's on a 3-game losing streak. Anaheim can go from a wild card spot to second in the division very easily.
Here's the thing, though, that's interesting about the Western Conference that I think that they need to address is their teams would be doing better if they didn't have such bad goal differentials. Every single team except for the Utah Mammoth in the wild card spots or the wild card section of the stand-ins are at more than negative 10 goal differential. It goes from negative 10 to negative 61. So if you want to move the needle, stop giving up goals. If I was a team that was trying to make a final last quarter of the season push, the 9 of the 10 teams on this list right now is who I would want to go against because I would have the best chance of beating them because they literally hand out goals. It's friggin'.
Well, here's the thing. When you look at these teams, what's the one thing they should be addressing? Defense.
Yeah.
Defense plays such a huge part when it comes to goal stopping ability. You can have the top goaltender. I mean, look at the Rangers. They have Igor Shesterkin, who, in my opinion, is top 10, maybe top 5 goaltender in the league, just a pure skill. What's our goal differential? Negative 29. A lot of that relies on your defense. A goalie can stop only so many pucks without help.
Right. Well,
before
and that's
you're
the other
letting
thing
in
too.
pucks like nothing.
If you watch a lot of the goalies when they give up a goal, it's because there's someone standing in front of their face.
Yeah. If you
Stop
can't
looking at
stop if you
goalies.
can't stop a screen, then how do you expect your goalie to actually do his job?
And I hate to say it, but if you're going to be a defenseman and you're going to stand in front of your goalie, have the balls to take the hit of the puck.
Correct.
Period.
Yeah.
And if you
No,
can't
that's
handle the
100%.
heat, stay out of the kitchen.
Play
Hot
forward.
take. Hot take. All right.
Play forward
Sit on the bench.
if you can't
Sit on
be a
the bench.
goalie or
Hand out
defenseman.
waters and towels.
Yeah.
Try the fucking Zamboni.
I know, at least in the case of Anaheim, defense was a massive issue in December. There's still a lot of goals that are being given up. That is also a goaltending issue.
Yep.
Lucas Dostal can only do so much.
True.
They need a good backup. They need better defensive play. Say it's the same case with LA and Nashville. Your defense is holding your team back in a massive way. And it's wild to think. But I mean, we're again, like I said with the Eastern Conference, we're in the now or do or die time. It's now or never. You step up or you're done. You're going to be playing golf early.
I would
Essentially,
like to give two special shout outs to two special teams. The first one is the Colorado Avalanche for being the only team above 200 goals for. And then the
they
second
still have
one is
less
to
than
the
10 losses in regulation.
Yep. And then the second special shout out is to the Vancouver Canucks for being the only team with over 200 goals in goals against.
It's them and the St. Louis
Oh
Blues.
shit, St. Louis Blues. Okay, cool. I didn't see
St.
that.
Louis
But yeah,
Blues
okay.
have like 7 more goals or 7 less goals given up.
That's not what I want. Yeah, right.
Well, I think it's only appropriate we round out this episode with the best segment that we have. Well,
Yeah, it
give the floor
is,
to
ladies
you.
and gentlemen, drum roll, the Swiss cheese of the week. One day I will get that on point. This week we are giving it to UC Soros, who, let me tell you,
Of the Nashville Predators.
yeah, of the Nashville Predators. Wow, I
Brother.
don't know what more we have to say. This man, it was close because we almost gave it to our boy Sergei Bobrovsky. It was very close. But Mr. Soros played for 147 minutes and 49 seconds and gave up 14 goals.
In 3
And
games.
in 3 games. And the only reason now he has a win and 0 losses, because technically he wasn't the goalie when they lost. The only reason we gave it to him and not Bobrovsky is because his goals against average is exactly 2.01 points higher at a 5.68 goals against average, which is absolutely wild.
Yeah, it's tough, right? Because when you allow this many goals in net, does that win really matter? Does it?
No.
Because you got yanked from 2 other games. So
Yeah.
it's brutal, and I love UC Soros. He's a good goalie. Obviously, it's hard. It is hard for any goaltender to be a goalie in Nashville after having to follow up someone as iconic in that franchise as Pekka Rinne was in net. So Soros was kind of the guy that they tabbed after, and it's like you gotta follow that. The
Well,
guy
and
has a
here's
statue out front of Bridgestone Arena. You gotta follow that guy.
right. Which you should probably work a little bit harder if you want a statue next to his, because right now the Nashville Predators have a goal differential of -29, and we know where 14 of those goals were in just 3
Yes,
games.
correct. Yes, we know where those came from. I mean,
So
he did
congratulations,
make
Brett.
80 saves. To be fair, 94 shots on goal. He did make 80 saves. That it could have been a lot higher if you think about it. Could have
It
been
could
a
have
lot
been,
higher.
but it should have been a lot lower.
Correct. Yes, correct.
Should have been a lot lower.
There are things coulda, shoulda, woulda, but it wasn't, and you got fucked up, UC. And hey, it's okay. You've joined now the very celebrated list of the Swiss cheese of the week, and it's okay because we all have those bad weeks. We all
Yep.
have bad weeks. It's fine. Just
Some more than others.
Yeah.
I've never been on the Swiss cheese of the week, and neither have you. So
I also played goalie once and was like, fuck all of this shit. All I needed to do was once to realize, no,
no, never again. No way
no,
in hell.
that goalies are out of their minds. So
Yeah. So congratulations for being the Swiss cheese of the week before we stop it for 2 weeks for the Olympic break,
and then we get to talk about the Olympic Swiss cheeses.
which will be royal and regal, and we will make a special thing for that
Correct.
because
Correct.
they will be the international Swiss cheese of the week.
Or we could pick a French cheese, or not a French cheese, an Italian cheese.
We could.
Which wouldn't make sense because I can't think of an Italian cheese with holes in it right now.
We'll
But we'll
figure
figure it out. It'll be perfect because
oh my
it'll
god,
be
I
nice
just got
and
a good
Italian.
idea. We're good.
Oh god. Okay.
I got it. I got it.
Well, I think on that note, it is time to say goodbye. Thank you guys so much for watching. As always, make sure you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell, let you know anytime we upload anything new. Comment down below your predictions for who you think is going to take the gold medal for the Olympics, men and women.
Yeah.
Whichever. I know. Watch the U.S. kick the fuck out of two different teams, the women right now. So
Canada destroyed too, so it's gonna. I guarantee we're gonna see the Canadian.
it's gonna be U.S. and Canada. Yeah,
for both.
it's always U.S. and Canada.
Yep, it's good. That's just how it's gonna be.
If you want to follow us on our socials, they are all in the description down below. Everyone enjoy the NHL break, and we will see you next time with Olympic nonsense.